And when they ask about your weaknesses, this is another area where aspirants have a lot of doubts. Okay, I have these weaknesses. Do you think they are, very very bad weaknesses which they straight away reject for? Or I have some weaknesses, but I am thinking whether I should reveal them or not. Are there such weaknesses which will immediately put an interviewing officer off, and my chances are ruined there? ऐसे कोई weaknesses है क्या? So these are questions that I usually get. So let us divide all these weaknesses into some good weaknesses and bad weaknesses. So good weaknesses are those which are genuine and authentic. Like तुम्हारे वो weakness है, actually you have seen that in yourself, either through examples or in your own self. You know this is a weakness that you have. And good weaknesses are also those which are not very detrimental to an officer. जैसे कोई English communication में weak है, and this is a very common weakness which almost all aspirants have. इट इज़ नॉट अ फेटल थिंग। अगर इंग्लिश कम्युनिकेशन नहीं आता तो ऑफिसर लाइफ में ऐसे कोई बड़ी चीज़ नहीं हो जाएगी कि यू विल फेल एज एन ऑफिसर। नो, बिकॉज एनी वे यू आर हैंडलिंग मैन, यू आर पासिंग ऑर्डर्स इन हिंदी, यू आर डूइंग एवरीथिंग इन योर नेटिव लैंग्वेज, यूजली हिंदी और इवन इन अदर इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस। तो इट इज़ नॉट फेटल। कम्युनिकेशन स्किल नहीं होना इज डिफरेंट एंड इंग्लिश कम्युनिकेशन नहीं आना इज डिफरेंट. So your language is not a big weakness. If you are unable to communicate your ideas, not have not have clarity in your thought and speech, then that is a problem. But your public speaking or your English communication, ऐसे चीजें is not very very fatal to an officer role. And these are also trainable. Another good weakness could be something which is trainable over time. So public speaking, getting anxious when you are in front of a crowd. Oh, all these are trainable qualities. If you are put through those situations a few times, automatically you will build that resilience, and the next time you do it, you will not feel that pressure. So, yeah, good weaknesses are something which show improvement over time also. So, those are some weaknesses which you can. I'm just giving you a framework. I'm telling you the very basics of how a weakness should be. So, you can understand your own weaknesses now and put them in whether it's a good weakness or a bad weakness. If you have all good weaknesses, then very well, you can just cite them straightforward. If there are any bad weaknesses, do not try to hold them back, or do not try to keep it as a secret and not reveal. Try to improve on them as much as you can, because any weakness can be worked upon, but some weaknesses may take a long time. Some may be mitigated in a few days itself. So think of what your actual weaknesses are, and if they fall under the bad weaknesses category, then try to improve on them. So what are some bad weaknesses? You cannot say I'm a perfectionist, I work too hard. All these are very deceiving answers where you are basically trying to put your strength only as a weakness. कि मैं बहुत ज़्यादा perfectionist हूँ, मुझे सब perfect चाहिए, मैं extreme मेहनत करता हूँ, which is also a weakness. ऐसे just becoming cunning and over smart in front of the interviewing officer, वो एक सेकंड में पकड़ लेगा ऐसे behavior को. So do not try to show strengths as weaknesses. Any genuine weakness that you have, try to give as a weakness. And if there are any character flaws that affect your officer requirements, over the past few days I've been repeating time and again what an officer is expected to do, how these qualities are important for him. If there are any core character qualities which you show, there's a lack of integrity, you not being genuinely interested in joining the forces and just coming because someone told you, these are flaws that will affect your lifestyle as an officer or your responsibilities as an officer in a very very bad way. So those weaknesses you should avoid, and that is all. If you have taken care of your good weaknesses, bad weaknesses, then you can frame your answer and you can tell honestly. So how do you explain your weaknesses? First step is to be aware कि मेरा ये weaknesses है, वो तुम्हें खुद पता होनी चाहिए. You should have explored them yourself over the past few years whenever you started SSB preparation or anything. But self awareness is very important. Only when you are aware of your weaknesses, you are ready to work on them, you are ready to get trained. Otherwise, you are just living in delusion. So, yeah, that self awareness is important. And what are the steps you are taking to improve them? Have you at least taken some initiative, taken some conscious attempt to work on those weaknesses, or have you just recognized them and let them be? So that is what is important when you explain what your weaknesses are. And after taking those steps, after you put some efforts, have you seen any results? Not like completely getting rid of the weakness, but at least have you made some progress? अगर पब्लिक स्पीकिंग में बहुत डर लग रहा था, आफ्टर 4-5 attempts, after a few practice sessions, after a few weeks, did you at least overcome it to a small extent? That shows whether you have actually put in proper efforts, have you done smart work, or have you just done something completely different. कोई वीकनेस है एंड तुम्हारा एक्शन वो वीकनेस को हैंडल ही नहीं कर रहा है, कुछ और ही कर रहे हो, तो दैट शुड नॉट बी द केस. यू शुड हैव पुट इन real efforts to tackle your weakness, and then if you have done that over a period of time, then obviously some result would have come. So that is what they are expecting when they ask your weaknesses. And yeah, how should your body language be? Again, very important, because not all communication is verbal. Most of your even in HR, they say even before the first question is asked, 80% or 90% of the decision is already taken, because these are things which come in your subconscious mind. If a person is walking with confidence, if he is dressed up well, if he talks with eye contact, etc., these are visual cues which already give in your subconscious some positive indication about this candidate. And later the interviewing officer will go into a subconscious or unconscious bias where he already in some sense knows, even without his own understanding, that you are a good candidate. So all his questions will be directed at confirming that you are a good candidate and not exploring whether you are actually good or not. So try to understand the difference. When you make a good impression through your body language, through your appearance, through your first few minutes of the interview, then the remaining part of the interview is mostly at confirming whether you are a good guy or not. Not just exploring ki ha neutral hai, I'll find out whether he is good or bad. Or the other way could also be, you have already messed up your impression, and now the interviewing officer is just trying to see ki there's a very remote chance that this guy is a suitable person. Let me see if he impresses me. तो वो interview already negative way में जा रहा है, तो that difference will come out. And body language is one of the key aspects which uh, creates that subconscious impression in a interviewer's mind. And this applies to any interview, not just SSB. So make sure you are giving eye contact, and by eye contact I do not mean staring at the other person or continuously looking into each other's eyes, not that, but while talking, just look into each other's face with a very comfortable, natural appearance. Just look at each other's faces. That is all. Do not look down. Do not look sideways or here and there. Just give normal eye contact. And your sitting posture matters. If you are slouching, if you are, sitting too rigidly, it shows that you are either trying to fake it or you are not genuinely comfortable. So that shows confidence also. If you are sitting in a confident, comfortable posture, it shows you have come prepared. You are not very nervous. And if you are doing these things like fidgeting, or if you are giving unusual facial expressions, it shows that you are not well prepared, you are not confident. So those observations are made. And hand movements also, like do not be too aggressive with your hand gestures कि पूरा इंटरव्यू में 30-25 मिनट तुम हाथ इधर उधर करे जा रहे हो, not that. And do not try to consciously avoid hand movement also कि ऐसे लैप में हाथ रख लिया तो पूरा टाइम वैसे ही रहेगा, not necessary. Whenever you require hand movement, just try to use your hands, and when it is not required, just keep them back in place. That is all simple. And your facial expressions, have a normal smiling jovial expression, and do not smile too much. Do not show that you are underconfident. None of those will help you. Your natural expression, जैसे अभी मैं बात कर रहा हूँ पिछले 30-35 minutes से, this is my natural tone, this is my natural approach if I talk to any friend also. So that is how you will behave in the interview as well. That is all in a simple way. Things to avoid. First thing is fidgeting. Like do not, do things with your fingers. If you have a pen, do not keep shaking, or do not shake your legs. Anything that amounts to fidgeting shows, a nervousness, lack of confidence, etc., which is a very bad impression to make, and obviously it reveals that you are not fit to be recommended. And overconfidence also is a very bad thing. You cannot get cocky कि हाँ मैं तो already recommended हूँ और मेरे पास इतने सारे credentials है. I went for an RDC parade, I did YEP with some foreign country, and I have 3 generations of my family members serving in the army. Anything which gives you some overconfidence, or let's say I'm a IIT Madras pass out and this is just another interview for me. I've never failed in any interview. ये भी निकाल लूंगा. Nothing. All those things are overconfidence related aspects. So do not show that in your language, in your body language, even in your verbal communication. Never show any overconfidence. And slouching, anything that amounts to bad body language, also avoid. Avoiding eye contact is another red flag where you are always showing a lack of confidence, lack of guts to face another person. That is also something you should avoid. And nervousness, again, avoiding eye contact, nervousness, fidgeting, slouching, all these are examples of bad body language. So avoid them as much as you can. Yeah, I've told this already. This is a summary of it. Body language reveals your confidence, your respect to the other person, your respect to the organization in general, and your attentiveness. Even if the questions are being asked, if you are looking somewhere else, if you are not respecting the other person, that comes out in your body language. So, and these are very key officer like qualities: confidence, respect, attentiveness to details, etc. So, in the interview, try to show your good side, try to show these good qualities in you by having a decent body language. Again, another very big area of concern when it comes to personal interview is your communication skill. A lot of people are not well prepared in this area because you may be from Hindi medium schools, you may not have done any talking on stage, you may not have done as a formal communication with anyone. Although you are very comfortable with friends, there were no instances where you had to communicate in a formal interview setup. So these are reasons which I can accept, but because you are already going for the SSB, you have a few months before you get your call letter. Then what were you doing over the past few months? And communication skills are very easy to develop. If you give them 1 or 2 months, you will be able to improve drastically. So if you are still not prepared, then it is a mistake at your end and not some situations which you may explain कि बचपन से ऐसे कोई chance नहीं मिला, nothing, because communication skills are easily trainable. It is on you only if you have failed in communication. So the interviewing officer is basically checking for your clarity. Clarity should be clarity of thought as well as clarity of speech. Whether you can think well, whether you can structure those thoughts well, and whether you can also put those across to the other person in a very simple, clear manner. That is what he is looking for. Structure in your thoughts, I already covered. Your ability to listen is also communication. People always think communication is about speaking, but more than speaking, communication is about listening. So only after you listen, your thoughts come, and then you put out your response. So listening is as important as speaking, if not more. So that is also very important. And if you are comfortable with your language, in SSB, primary language followed here is English, and it is for a reason. People complain that also ki we are a primarily Hindi speaking nation, so why can't we just use Hindi? It is not so, because all your official communication, all the orders that you get in the army, and overall functioning of the Indian army is through English. Regiments में अपने अपने बंदों के साथ you speak in Hindi, you speak in their native language, all that is there. But at a higher level, the entire organization, all the tri services, Army, Navy, Air Force, work on English only. So it is of utmost necessity for having basic knowledge of English at least. And the more you improve, the better. And you have time also to improve your English communication. So please do that. Yeah, and how to speak. What are some best practices in the interview? Speak clearly and audibly. That is an unsaid rule. You will have to be clear. You will have to be heard. You can't be very soft. You can't be very loud also. And speak at a moderate speed. Do not try to speak very, very fast, or do not make it very slow also. Whatever your natural speed is, speak in that speed itself, and be in your natural language and comfort zone. Do not try to do over ऐसे हाई-फाई इंग्लिश यूज़ नहीं करना, और do not just be so underconfident कि मैं अंग्रेजी बोलूँगा ही नहीं, because I am comfortable in हिंदी, मैं हिंदी फॉलो करूँगा. Not that. Try to speak as much as possible in English, that too in your natural English speaking ability. Do not make it too hi-fi, do not underdo it also. And wherever required, take appropriate pauses. Do not just go on speaking like some ऐसे फटा हुआ रेडियो की तरह. Just take pauses, take a breath if required, look into each other's faces. And for natural conversation flow, you can watch on YouTube also. There are really good videos on English communication skills. And especially for SSB, I would, because a lot of you are here, after this session, go online and search for communication skills का एक Google Meet लिया था मैंने around 2-3 years back when I was still in the army. So that was a very good session. I explained step by step English communication कैसे improve होती है, from the very basics की starting with YouTube, starting with some Netflix series, etc., reading newspaper से end तक, like how do you master group discussions, how do you master a personal interview, उस level तक step by step कैसे improve करना है, I've explained really well. So go through that video if you have any doubts about communication. If you still have any questions after that, you can always get back to me and I'll try to address it in the coming sessions. So yeah, effective communication is all about your thoughts, whether you can convey them clearly without using any hi-fi complex vocabulary. That is all effective communication is. And yeah, what is being honest versus being smart? SSB is always no favorable to candidates who are honest and authentic, and not people who are too intellectual, too smart, or think that they can beat the system and they can crack the interview. So yeah, these are some things which SSB genuinely appreciates and rewards. That is your honesty, your self-awareness, your consistency across all tests, and those performances being consistent with your core personality, which gets revealed eventually, and you being a genuine introspector, a person who genuinely reflects on his own strengths and weaknesses, on his past mistakes, and tries to work on them. These are areas which they genuinely appreciate, and these actually improve your chances of getting recommended versus qualities which they usually look down upon or reject are you trying to manipulate whatever question is coming. You are trying to answer it in a very diplomatic manner. You are being over smart when questions are asked, और ट्राइंग टू शो फेक कॉन्फिडेंस. कुछ आता नहीं है बट ऐसे बिहेव कर रहे हो कि सब कुछ आता है मुझे. दैट इज फेक कॉन्फिडेंस. एंड मेमोराइज्ड आंसर्स अगेन, ऑल दिस 5 days, why are they taking if you come with pre-prepared answers and everything you are doing, it is like a robot. You have been trained by someone and now you are coming and reproducing it. So उससे कोई मतलब नहीं है. You are not revealing your personality and you are also not fit to become an officer if you are doing that. So do not go with any memorized answers. Go with your natural, calm, cool presence of mind. And do not try to show something about yourself that actually is not in you. So why inauthentic personality trying to behave as an officer by actually not being so. Sorry, I just got a call. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, having inauthentic personality is also looked down upon. So overall, try to be on the good side and not on the bad side. Think of what SSB rewards and try to be this overall in those 5 days, and do not do any of the things which they reject. So yeah, that is what I wanted to convey.